Good morning. Beautiful, beautiful day. Another hot day. Everybody make sure you're staying hydrated, you know what I'm saying? Stay cool. Drink plenty of water, especially if you're going to be outdoors, dealing with this sun and this heat. But I wanted to talk today about, I guess, just overall health. I know with the rise of, COVID and all that, there's been a lot of extra health precautions being taken, in different places by different people. And I do want to promote, more of a organic, holistic way of living, so this way you don't necessarily have to depend on, going to the doctor so much, or, having to resort to taking medication so often, these herbs and these oils that are out here and available to us at, any natural health food store are life-changing, imperative, important, vital, crucial to our health, inside and out. I don't know how else to really describe it, or how else to really deliver it to you, but everyone needs to be on it, especially black people. Simple. Especially black people. Most of these herbs and oils originate from Africa that I speak of. A few from the Caribbean, all over the world really, but there are an abundance of them that originate in Africa. So it's like, so many of us black people die from diseases like colon cancer, cardiovascular disease, kidney disease, liver disease, cancer, diabetes, STDs. This is what's mostly taking out the black community. So it's like, of course, we're going to be forced to rely on an industry and a setup for our health and our well-being, for solutions and answers, and just to feel better and feel good and have that temporary relief. But it's like we don't even have to get to that point. Preventative action is the best action. If you can prevent it at all costs, the best you can, then you won't even have to deal with a doctor or any type of medication, So, you got to take your health into your own hands, So many people go their whole lives, running back and forth to the doctor, paying all this crazy amount of money for insurance and for medication and all this other stuff, not knowing and not really ever being exposed to a more organic, holistic way of living that implements longevity and prevention and like it's like these herbs and oils are like designed to really prevent and fight whatever virus, disease, infection that there is that the human body may come across, or endure. And they'd rather tell you that a vaccine that you really don't know what it consists of can do the trick and do it better, or a medication can do the trick and do it better. That's what they want you to believe, so you can keep paying your money, paying your dollar for all these crazy medications and operations and treatments. And it's like, it's a world that I think if we had more knowledge of and more wisdom of, on the organic side I'm talking about these herbs and oils and the holistic way, I feel like if we as a people had more knowledge of this stuff, not only would we be healthier overall as a people, and as a country really, but we would also feel better, we would also be better. I think people would overall be happier, because these herbs and these oils are supposed to promote, help, and heighten everything about your health: mental, physical, emotional, psychological, even spiritual. Really, with certain herbs, if you know, you know. But yeah, man, it's wicked. It's wicked because it's like if we, especially the older people that I come across, and I'm telling these I tell older people about these herbs and oils, and they have no idea what I'm talking about. They have no idea, but they're very curious and they're very intrigued by what I'm telling them, about the benefits, men and women, about the benefits and about the prevention, aspects of it, and their minds are blown, their minds are blown, especially when I start naming those specific key organs: kidneys, liver, stomach, intestines, colon. When I say that, that's when I get older men's attention right there. When I say colon, they be like, they start looking at me like that, because I intrigued something that they know at their age is prostate. That's another one that I intrigue their interest with. The prostate and the bladder. They be like, they take the glasses off at that point. They be like, oh, okay, because that's for black men, older black men in America. That's like one of the number one killers is colon cancer and prostate cancer, taking brothers out left and right. So it's like, if we can somehow, some way prevent the cancer from ever accumulating or ever forming and growing, if we can prevent it early on in early stages, why not? Without the doctor and without some crazy medication that you don't even know that you're taking. You're just taking it because the doctor's telling you to take it. And it's like, I feel like that's costing a lot of people, man. And it's been costing a lot of people for generations and decades and centuries, really. I don't want to get too deep off into a tangent or too far off the topic, but a lot of black people, especially a lot of black women, were used as scientific experiments, when it came to birth control and reproductive organs and reproductive system, and just a lot of sexual scientific experiments were conducted on black women. And because of that, there's always been a interest of experiment with our flesh and blood. But that's a conversation for another day. So with that being said, I don't really fully trust the doctors and I don't really fully trust, what scientists are saying, just for the simple fact that my people have been experimented on more than once, numerous times throughout history. Just like with the Tuskegee experiment, they were intentionally infecting black men with syphilis, and they were telling them that they just were getting blood tests for free health care. That's what they were telling brothers and sisters, to get them to come up to that experiment and get those vaccines and get infected with syphilis. And this was only like 50, 60 years ago. So it's like, it's hard to believe that a vaccine that's being created out of nowhere is the best thing or the most beneficial thing for my people. I'm just not completely sure of that. And I'm no doctor, I'm no scientist by any means, by far-fetched, but I try to put two and two together as best as I can, time to time, and some things just don't make sense, especially when you go throughout history and you see a pattern of the same outcomes and the same results from same behaviors and actions that are being taken upon another race of people, by another race of people. So it's like, by a certain race of people. So it's like, it's hard to believe that there isn't some type of motive or intention there to somehow, somewhat eliminate or completely castrate. Did you know? And also, did you know that certain pollutions can determine the sex of your baby? Did you know that? Like, it's crazy. It's getting crazy out here. And that kind of goes to show you why they built, like in the mid 1900s, 50s and 60s, 40s, around there, they intentionally built the highways and the roads through the slums and through the ghettos and through the hoods, where majority black people and people of color lived. They intentionally built the roads and the highways because that's where the cars would be going all day, all night, trucks filling the air with lead, polluting the air. So it's like, if that pregnant woman is in the hood breathing that air, exposed to that water and exposed to that food in those areas, it's like, what's supposed to happen to the baby in the womb, and then so on and so forth. So now, even to this day, they're saying that certain pollutions, and they don't even put lead in the gas anymore, or in vehicles anymore. You know what I'm saying? That was something that was of the past. But now, even to this day, and we all know that, like, climate change and air pollution and the global warming is a serious thing, and glaciers melting and all that, and the trash situation, we all know that's terrible. So it's like, to this day, they're saying that pollution is affecting or changing the gender of the babies in the womb. It's or having an effect to a certain extent. That's deep. So it's like, long story short, people, we have to take our health into our own hands, and we have to understand just exactly what we're up against, because forget any wars that's going on, forget anything happening in the White House, in the Capitol building. Forget what's, it's like our health, our everyday health, is what matters most, and our loved ones' health is what matters most at the end of the day, you know. And I think everyone can somehow, some way agree to that, and can find some type of common ground with that. So it's like, let's just really, kind of get serious about it, especially before fall time and colder weather comes. It's something that I think the summertime is the perfect time to get serious about your health and your body, before preparing for the colder weather and the colder months, when they're saying that we're supposed to have even more of a spike come that time, and they're already talking about it spiking now. So time to get serious, time to really buckle down and get on top of it, and focus on our health and our well-being in every way, inside and out. But I'm not gonna hold you too much longer. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I appreciate the support. Again, please go vote for Cheyenne Parker of the Atlanta Dream. And if you go to my about in my bio section, you can just click on the WWA link, and it'll take you straight to the voting, all-star voting. It'll take you straight to it. So thank you again. I appreciate everyone's support. Much love. Please be safe. Let's take our health into our own hands. All right. Peace.